Hey, I'm doing something scary and deciding to go live. I've been talking about this with a friend for a while that I wanted to start doing some more lives again and talking about some life lessons I've learned. Anyway, today's life lesson and just kind of give you an idea. I don't know. We all go through life lessons, and so if you can relate, I would love for you to share in the comments or anything. I picked this specific spot in my kitchen to do it because you see my life behind me. It's crazy. There's stuff going on. It's just the way life is, right? I'm a mom, busy. So today's life lesson is super simple, but maybe not. But the concept is give yourself time to heal. Sometimes when we've gone through something traumatic, some time has passed because, right, time is a healer. And if you don't believe me, time is a healer, but not in the way we think. And we don't heal the way we think all the time through the passage of time. So many time words. But anyway, so what I'm saying today is you've got to give yourself time to heal. And I'm going to give you a very physical example. Back in October, I had an unexpected hysterectomy. And this is a very invasive procedure, and mine wasn't nearly as invasive as others have been in the past, but it was still invasive in a lot of ways. So I started feeling good, after a good 8 weeks, my body was feeling good. I started exercising hard, and I just didn't have stamina. And the doctors told me that my stamina would not be the same for at least 6 months, if not a year, if not longer. And it's easy to forget that because I will go and have a great day. I'm feeling good. So like yesterday, I woke up, it's a beautiful day, got good sleep, rested from our camping trip over the weekend, and it was a beautiful day. Decided to get my garden in. We went walking in the morning, and I just realized it's probably loud outside. Hang on a second. And so we went walking. So got tons of steps in, probably a good 13,000 steps, including putting in a garden, walking around the block with my kids, helping them ride their bikes. And what happened by the end of the day, I was finishing digging my garden, have to put my tomato plants, I bought them, and I am going faint. I'm all leaning on the shovel, holding my head down, and my 3-year-old looks at me and goes, "Mom, what's wrong?" And I'm like, I think I need to eat something. My blood sugar is low. And she's like, "Your head hurts?" I'm like, no. So I came and ate, got my energy up, but by the evening we were walking around the block again, like 3 laps, going with my kids on their bikes, and I have no energy. And I was like, what is my deal? Well, the problem is I woke up this morning and I realized I'm exhausted. I have got to let my body heal. So, and as I thought about this is a huge thing. And it's not just physically. So physically, I had a major surgery. I've got to let my body heal. I'm listening to it today, so I'm getting some things done, but I'm not overexerting myself. We went on a walk this morning. I just took it slowly. But I want you to think about other traumatic events in your life. For example, I can use another example. Think of the things that have happened in your life that are traumatic. I have the example of my son who was in the NICU for 6 months when he was born. That was 14 years ago. He is still healing from that. And we've had to get him tools to help him heal because I don't have those tools. So we've had to put some more tools in our tool belt and give him tools. Okay, he's still healing from that. I buried a daughter, an infant. I had an early preterm loss, and that took a lot of time to heal. We all have traumatic events, and sometimes we try to rush them because we think we're feeling good. And I think sometimes the more traumatic the event, the more time it takes, and we are impatient with ourselves. We think that we should be healed. But the truth of the matter is that we heal in stages. You know, when I first had my surgery, the first set of healing was that initial healing, letting my body recover from the shock of what just happened to my body. And then I've got to, you know, build up. The tissues inside have to repair themselves, and then the muscles and all of those things have to repair slowly. I had some emotional healing, unexpected emotional healing I had to do from that traumatic event that I didn't think was going to be traumatic. So my life lesson today is give yourself time to heal, and ask yourself, what do you need to help heal from that? Maybe you need therapy. Maybe you need a good listening ear. Maybe you need time alone. Maybe you need to be, what are some things that you need? Maybe it's going and giving service, paying it forward to somebody else. Maybe it's connection with people. Usually connection is a great healer, and in a different way than you think. So give yourself time, give yourself grace. It will come. And that's what I've had to tell myself, is that, oh my gosh, why am I so exhausted? I shouldn't feel this way. I'm taking care of myself. Well, my body's reminding me, slow down, take time. You're going to have that emotional traumas. You're going to have that overwhelming feeling come, and it's going to just all hit you at once. And guess what? It's a good reminder that you need some healing moments. Take that time. You can do it. And maybe it's prayer. And so that's what I would say is, what is it that you need to allow yourself to heal? And, you know, and I think we need to keep this in mind for our kids, because, you know, I've got Jackson, my oldest, who was born so prematurely. He's had a lot of traumatic events in his life, just in the first 6 months of his life. And then I have children that were adopted at birth. And you know what? I don't care what anybody tells you, adoption is a traumatic event. It's traumatic for those kids. It's traumatic for the parents who place their children for adoption. It's traumatic for adoptive parents and families. And I'm not saying that it's always negative, but we have to recognize it as trauma. And so we have to let ourselves heal. And like we said, we heal in stages. So my 6-year-old who was adopted at birth still has healing stages, and as he gets older and starts to understand more, he's going to have to heal about new information and new things. And so remember, give yourself grace to heal, that you need to heal, and then give that to your kids, your partners, your spouses, because we all have. So healing takes time. That's life lesson number 1 today. And so I would love to hear what's helped you heal from physical pain, you know, rest. I'm going to say one thing that helped me in healing from adoption pain, the trauma, because it took us a good 5 years to even to adopt our oldest. And one of the things I had to do that goes with the physical, like today I'm resting my physical body. I had to rest mentally from adoption. I pulled myself out of adoption groups all over the place, support groups, everything, because I had to rest from that, because that was pretty traumatic. And I didn't realize that until now, where now I can jump back into those things and I'm okay with it. So giving yourself a mental and a physical break is a way to heal from all of those things. So post below, share what are some things that have helped you or your kids heal from either physical or mental events. So thanks for joining me, and I hope to do this more often. And a shout out to Michelle, who has given me the courage to go forward with this. So love you all, and thanks to those who hopped on, and you can watch the replay.